So Spider-Man No Way Home finally premiered last night, and I was watching all this star arrived on the red carpet. A lot of people came last night to Spider-Man No Way Home premiere. Even Zack Snyder, he showed up. When I saw Zack Snyder picture on Twitter, I was like, oh, am I seeing this right? That was very interesting. Simu Liu, many other stars. I'm forgetting some of the name, but of course I was looking out to see if Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire, if they would show up in the premiere for this movie. I mean, like, I don't think if they showed up in the premiere, I think it would have been a huge spoiler. I think it's the right thing they didn't show up. But I feel sad when I look back and look at that moment and they aren't there, like, because it's end of the, it still is also their moment too, you know what I mean? That being said, I feel so jealous that all these people who got to see this movie last night. So Rotten Tomatoes score for Spider-Man No Way Home revealed this morning, and when I waked up from my sleep this morning and I looked into the score for Rotten Tomatoes score for Spider-Man No Way Home, I was like, oh my god, that is what my reaction was. So after that, initially now, like, it was like that when I initially saw that Rotten Tomatoes score, it was sitting on 100%. That's why I was like shocked. Then right now it is sitting on 98%. So this rating is based on 67 review, and only one review is rotten for this Rotten Tomatoes score. This score for this movie is hugely shocking for me. Personally, I thought this movie will get around 80 to 90%. Which is still, it could end up there. It's only just few people saw this movie. But I was thinking this movie will be around 80 to 90% because, like, you know, this movie, end of the day, although it looks absolutely amazing, but still this movie had a lot going on, and it's not always easy to juggle all this thing. And I actually saw some people are worried about this movie, like how it's gonna be. But seeing this score is like, so I will be telling you guys some of the review I read. Of course, I was reading all night. Some of the review, the information I'll be giving out right now about the movie. It is review, but it's not spoiler, but it's still spoiler about the plot. If you don't want to know, like, you know, you could see the movie and check out my, like, thought. So here is like spoiler I will be going. I don't know if it's spoiler or not. Some of this review I was reading about this movie. Overall, most people, they said the fan service is the highest level in this movie. Like, the fan service is really done, like, to the top here, which makes me feel like, oh my god, that sounds amazing for me. Also, some people said this movie's first act is a little bit, like, maybe not as quick moving as they would like. And also some people said the last act was really good. And also they said that the emotional scene, some of the emotional scene in this movie was really good. Also they said this movie is really funny, which is, I'm like, oh, you know, this Spider-Man movie, you gotta be like, have a lot of humor. So very interesting. Also, one of the review I was reading, which made me is the most excited about this movie, is that, so now is the huge spoiler I'm going. So in this movie, as you know, there's Electro, Green Goblin, and, you know, Doc Ock. All these villains are back. But what I like in hearing in the one of the review is like that all these villains in this movie, they're actually talking to each other. There is a lot of scene, this villain, they're interacting with each other. Like one of the reviewer, he said, when I heard that, I was like, oh, that sounds so amazing, because, you know, Toby or Andrew, they might not be in this movie, but still seeing Doc Ock is back in this movie, Green Goblin, also like Electro and Lizard and Sandman, you know, all these people are back in this movie. It is also so, it's still so great seeing them, you know. These people, they're back, and I like that. They are not just here to like give just one no dialogue. They're actually like huge part of this movie. They are talking to each other, they're interacting with each other. That's the part I really like, I guess, from all the review I'm trying to say here. So I'm super excited to see all these people back in this movie, but I'm more than excited to see these three Spider-Man together here. And sounds from all the review, they are here in this movie because everybody says there is a multiverse happening. Multiverse, what is that means? I can't believe it. This movie got 100% Rotten Tomatoes score this morning, which was very exciting. One guy, he gave rotten, Who cares? Don't go after that guy. Because I do imagine this movie score will go down eventually. But I still think it will stay like around 92 or 3. I haven't seen this movie. I have to see this movie to know how it's going to be. Super excited. That's my thought on this. Let me know in the comment what do you think about this. If you enjoyed my review, reaction, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to leave your comment and please take care.